Good morning, afternoon, evening, lunch, brunch, whenever you're watching this. Keith and I are here, and we have a special treat for you.
I am not here.
You are here.
Lies.
All lies. You're a figment of our overactive imaginations. So, what you guys are about ready to see is something that's really awesome, but you already know it because of the title of the vlog. Anyway, we're just about ready to go live and have a little cue spooky music. Have a little interview with Chris Baker from Hauntcasts. So that's probably what you're going to see next. Alright guys, on the line right now, we're talking with Chris Baker of the former Hauntcasts. How are you doing, Chris?
Doing good.
So, in case you've been stuck under a tombstone, would you want to tell us real quick, what is Hauntcast?
Hauntcast is radio for haunters and Halloween fanatics. Founded in December 2008? 2008. I'm 19. Look at me. I haven't even started drinking yet today. 2008, and we had to close it down. It ran exactly 3 years, and we had to close it down in November due to lack of funds and all my staff having to walk out on me because they need to find jobs to get paid. Because, I mean, granted, this is not a full-time thing, but they just had to focus in other pursuits because their monetary situation was getting tighter than usual.
That's an excellent segue to the next question. Hauntcast was originally free to all the minions, and then went to kind of subscriber, ad-based, and then, I mean, what happened? Why did it die?
It became way too much work, and people said, yeah, well, why don't you just cut it back a little bit? It's like, well, then will it be the show that you love? If we start cutting this and cutting that, and what am I going to do? You know, cut Rev out? Well, I guess I would have to cut myself out of the show. Which that's not happening, damn it. That's the price you have to pay for getting Hauntcasts, is you have to listen to me. It just became too difficult to try to keep it alive. And I made the tough decision and said, you know, we're going to have to shut it down. You know, Pat was at that place, Shel was at that place, and I was at that place. So when we did, you know, we had a lot of people email and call, and you know, they were trying to convince me, telling me, they said, there's another way, there's got to be something else we can do. And I told them, look, I tried the advertising. We tried to switch it off to go to pay-per-play for $1 an episode. So I switched back over because I thought that we'd be able to support it with the advertising again. And then that all fell apart. And then after that, I was just frustrated. I was like, I don't know what else I can do to make it work. And now, you know, which is insane because we were only charging $1 an episode. At that point, it's gone up to about $8 an episode. But I wasn't trying to do this. This was Terra. I was actually, if you watch the first video I posted on this, I wasn't really even into this at all. I was like, I will entertain this for I figured I'd entertain it for a week. I just said, hey Terra, look, I don't think this is going to work. I will give you a shot if you're adamant about this and you want to try, and a few other people were too. I said, I will give this a shot, see what you can do. Within the first week, I actually changed my tune completely. I was into it. I was excited about the fact that I saw subscriptions coming in, and I broke down over the course of a month how many subscriptions we would have to do each day to make our goal, and I realized it's only about 7, 8 subscriptions a day to make our goal. Now, some days we don't have that. Yesterday we only had 3, so that's a little disheartening. But you know, and one of the days last week when we were pushing to break 100, we did over 14 or something. So we, you know, some days have definitely been better than others. You know, if we could do 5 or 6 a day, it's still, you know, within the margin of error to definitely reach the goal within the month's time. So things have been going really well. We're close. We're within the margin of error right now of hitting the goal. You know, all the vendors started kicking in. We have prizes and discounts. I mean, if you look at the discount page right now and the prize page, you've got a discount for almost everything that you could possibly buy for your haunt this year. You've got, you know, skeletons, skulls, props, high-end mechanisms, torso skeleforms, spotlights. I mean, there is just like something for everybody in there, whether it's a prize or a discount. I don't know how a person would subscribe and not make their money back. It's like getting Hauntcasts for free if you utilize any of the discounts, and if you win one prize, you might even come ahead. If somebody wins that $2,500 Lizzie Borden mirror, dude, that was like a lifetime of paying for Hauntcast right there, if just with one shot of winning that mirror. Or the mini spotlights. Bert from Mini Spots just threw in a $500 mini spot package. That was the newest thing that we just added. He's like 20 of the chubbies. It's a chubby. Yeah, like the little mini one. He's got all the connectors, the adapters, the whole package together. You can light up your whole yard, or you can light a good portion of a couple of rooms out of your haunt if you have a pro haunt for the price of admission to get into Hauntcast. It would be like we paid you $400 to join Hauntcast if you win that thing.
And not to mention also convention tickets too.
Yeah, you get every single person that subscribes to Hauntcast gets one free 3-day VIP pass to the National Haunters Convention. So if you go to the National Haunters Convention right outside of Philly, you get an entire free weekend. Would it cost you $25? You've already saved back $25 before you've done anything else. If you get in early, you have more chances to win. So if we already raffled off 3 of the Juno DVDs, Juno Studio DVDs that we gave away about not even a week ago. When we hit 150, which we're only about, 14 away or something like that, we're going to raffle off 3 more. And then when we got to 200, we're going to raffle off 3 of those, and then maybe something else.
How many subscribers do you need right now, and where are we at?
We need 250. We're at roughly about 135. 15 more, and we raffle off some more DVDs that are $70 a piece. So each person gets a DVD, and that, like right there, they save back $70 off of their subscription. The thing is, when we hit 250, if you're not in by 250, you're missing all the prizes, because they're all gonna. I mean, we probably will have other stuff over the course of the year, but you're gonna miss the big prizes if you don't get in by the 250.
So everybody should not wait until the deadline, because getting in early is important for you guys to get the winnings and everything, but the deadline is
March 8th. So subscribing today, good. Subscribing on March 7th or 8th, maybe not so good. I mean, you still might be able to get in before the 250 closeout, but once again, if you subscribe now, we don't have to sit around and wait. If people don't sit on their hands, or if they just get off the fence, because you can get splinters in your taint, so you don't want to be sitting on the fence. When I get off the fence, a lot of people know that they're going to do this already, and they just haven't stepped up. I've had people email me and tell me the same thing. All I'm saying is, just don't wait. Get in, increase your chances to win. Be a part of the big the big friggin' prize bukkake. Get the whole big thing. Get the option, or give yourself the chance to win all that stuff. And we're gonna probably add a new segment or 2 to the show. We've got some new plans, things that we haven't really put any focus on because we wanted to get through this first. But I've got a couple of new ideas, some different stuff that we want to add to the show to balance it out.
Excellent.
So we're going to add some new stuff to it. So we're going to give you more than you were getting with the regular Hauntcast.
The important question, how do you subscribe, where do you go, and what are the options?
All you have to do is you go to the Hauntcast homepage. I have at least 2 PayPal links on the homepage, or you click on the it's hauntcast.net/subscribe. And you just click on the link. There's a PayPal button right there. All you have to do is click the PayPal button, and you can check out. Which you don't even have to pay the $100 right now. You can spread the $100 out over the next 6 months. You can pay up until September and pay no interest on it whatsoever. Another thing I just found out, somebody just gave me the heads up, that PayPal is ending that introductory bill me now or bill me later option of no interest as of the 29th of this month. So after the 29th, you'll have to pay interest on it if you bill me now and spread it out. And if you're the first time you use the bill me later option, they give you a $10 rebate on it. So you get your subscription for $90, not $100. So you already saved $10 by using the bill me later features. You know, like I say, if you're a couple and you're a husband and wife, you don't need to buy 2 subscriptions. You can buy one. You're a couple. You know, just share. Because you're gonna share your stuff anyway. So.
But if you could afford that, then that's that much better chance of getting a prize.
And, you know,
and supporting it.
Chances to win, you know, it does. It doubles your chances to win. You get a lot more options to win if you do that.
One thing that I really wanted to touch on, and we'll just do it real quick, is that I want to make sure that everybody understands that this is a fan-based movement.
You know, some people are going to jump in and say, oh yeah, he's trying to squeeze us, whatever. You know, look, I had already shut the show down. I had no interest in bringing the show back. I mean, I missed it. I'm telling you, a couple months later, I was like, man, I want to be working on Hauntcasts right now, but, you know, I made that decision, and that was it. It was Tara, it was Jim Transu, it was a couple of other people who just kept hounding me, and then they broke me down, and they're like, look, we'll make this happen. Now, the thing about it is, though, I realized that I had to, as much as I didn't want to be, I wanted to just be in the background and just go, all right, you go do this, and let me know how things work out. But to be honest with you, it probably wouldn't work if I did that, so I had to get in behind it and start kind of pushing it along, and I had to throw my weight behind it, because if we're going to make this work, I've got to have I don't let people know that I'm enthusiastic about it, which I think I convey that in this video and my last couple of videos, that I'm fully behind it, I'm 100% into it. I still love the show, and I still would love to do it, you know, and I'm willing to come back and do it and put my heart back into the show, because I always loved it.
Yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that, I mean, even I don't realize, but, you know, in doing the daily vlog, I can see what goes into a production like you do. And I mean, I have to say that when I first learned of Hauntcasts, and this is back shortly after I started vlogging, I think I ectoplasmed myself. You know, in a nutshell, it was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. And, you know, to see it go away, you know, it was sad. So I think everybody should get off their butts right now and go and, you know, do it. If you guys have never heard of Hauntcasts before, go and subscribe. Take a look at what they have to offer. Are the old episodes still online so people can get a taste of what Hauntcasts was?
Yeah, season 3 is still up. Season 3 is up. Because you want it back, I want it back, everybody wants to have it back. We just need to have enough support to bring it back. You've got great discounts, great prizes. I mean, there's nothing, I don't even know what else I could do. You know? Like, kill my firstborn for you? I'm not sure. We're working on something with Scully, some funny contest with Scully or something. We'll have something else and we'll throw in the mix, you know? But look, guys, it's up to the fans right now. The fans are going to dictate whether we bring this thing back. If we bring this show back, I don't see any reason that we can't do this year after year and keep this show going indefinitely. But if we don't do it this one time, then the show is gone and we're never bringing it back, because I'm not going through this again. I'm not going to put myself or anybody else through this. We'll put it to rest and we'll just say, hey, look, we gave it the best shot. You know, we gave it the old college try and we couldn't make it happen. I hope that's not the case.
It's been great talking with you. Hopefully we will hear you on the air or on the pod or on the net, whatever you want to call it. And we'll get this taken care of, and people will bring it back. I have faith in my Hellions. I have faith in all the interwebs. So I think we'll see this. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, I hope so. I'd love to have a new episode of Hauntcasts coming out in April for you guys.
So
it would be very cool. So stay scary.
All right, really quickly, guys, I want to include today as much of the Hauntcast interview as possible. Today, handling all the leftover plastic in the backyard, getting the wood pile, and getting rid of all this plastic, and Keith is riding his son's bicycle. Why are you trying to hurt me? Should we put popcorn on it? You wanna go for a ride? Wanna go for a ride? Before I get started on the whole plastic and everything, I wanted to follow up really quick with the Hauntcast interview. Really awesome stuff, and this is going to give you guys incentive to go and do it now. I mean, number one, like you've already heard, you've got a better chance of winning the contest, and you can almost get your money back, and the chances of winning are extremely high. Second thing is, the You Might Be a Haunter If video. If we can get Chris and Hauntcast to reach their subscriptions, something awesome is going to happen with that video. So, very freaking excited about it. Yeah, do it now. Keith is talking about pulling people off the street and like threatening them to whoop their butts. And just to lead by example and not be a hypocrite, I am going to subscribe before the day is out. And that means the vlog day, not the actual day when I go to bed at freaking 3 o'clock in the morning.
And if he doesn't, I'll kick him in the wang doodle.
Yeah, and that'll really hurt, and I don't want that to happen. Even though I'm not with anybody right now, you know, I would like to have that opportunity open to me. I know, inappropriate. Too much information. I just went and finally got my subscription to Hauntcast. I chose the Bill Me Later and saved $10, so it cost me $90, and I just have to pay it off before September, I believe. There'll be no interest on it. So go, do it, now. Save 10 bucks and get, like, possibly awesome stuff. I wanted to show you what else I've been doing today. Take a look at this. This is the channel page for Halloween Hellmouth. I went and cut, pasted, and put the banner up there because as a partner, that's another added benefit. You can put a banner on the top of your channel page. Also, I went and updated this graphic right here to where I did more red up there, took away the blue eyes, added red eyes. It makes the Hellmouth a little bit more prominent, and I believe that I might use that on the business cards. Don't know yet. And the Moss tutorial, which I will also say in just a second, I'm not sure if it's going live tonight or not. I'm going to try and do that, but I also want to get to bed. Alright guys, as Keith hibernates, dun 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 dun.
It's time for CLC! Woo!
Alright guys, we're going to try and do this as quickly as possible because right after the end of like what I've filmed so far today is 14 minutes 55 seconds. I want to try and keep this like short to the point. So we are going to do COC 3. We're doing 3 comments. We picked 3 comments tonight. So, Haunt Florida, or excuse me, Haunt FL. Can't wait for Moss. I'm still editing the Moss video. It might be up in the morning. I'm trying to get this done so that I can get to bed at a decent hour tonight because that would be really nice because Troy needs to sleep, unlike the conversation that we had yesterday. Ramthal. Now Keith, you never ever said anything about the goldfish being small. Make it a 20-pound, Troy, just for the grief he's giving us. Love you, bro.
Okay, very true, but I never said anything at all about size, which means it leaves it up to my discretion.
But he's not getting worried because this is where we're at right now. It's up to 3.46 per day, 33 days left, 114 subs needed to get us to 800 by the end of
Woo!
next month. Haunt guy.
Keith ain't eating a goldfish. No, I'm not.
I believe Keith guards the gates to Rite of Passage, doesn't he? Dude, you still got the right dude. Haunt the freaking earth. Heck yeah, still getting it done. Yeah, so that's it. So, quickly, happy haunting.
Happy hunting.
Happy haunting, guys. See you tomorrow.
Peace! You want more? Come back for seconds tomorrow!